Hello, friends, and welcome in, welcome back, welcome if y'all are new. This is Earth Vibes Tarot, and it is your girl Jazzy J here on this mic, and we are diving into the Gemini and Capricorn Compatibility Tarot Love reading for June 2025. Sit back, relax, take a chance, my friends. Smash your like buttons, leave your comments down below. Don't forget to make sure you are subscribed here to the channel for more content and for more of me. We are diving into these general love messages. Please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Heart-to-heart conversations. The energy of playfulness and chemistry. Wow. Capricorns and Gemini, there's something special here between the two of you. There's something special within this connection, within this relationship. And it feels really nice. It feels really good. It definitely feels like there is this kind of like inner child energy that's being shared between the two of you. And there definitely is a magnetic connection here between the two of you, which I absolutely love. Capricorns and Geminis, I do feel like there is some sort of conversation, communication that's coming through here. This is Mercurial energy, which is Geminian energy. It is also Virgo energy. And this energy of playfulness, inner child, it feels really lucky. It feels like Jupiter energy, but it could be an abundance of things, you guys. So let's kind of dive in to these individual energies within the Capricorn Gemini love connection here. We're going to take a look at person A and person B. Now, if you guys are new, the reason why we do this is in order to kind of separate the energies and the connection without labeling as one energy being one sign and the other energy being the other sign. This kind of allows things to stay open and fluid and allows you to put yourself and your partner where you feel fit. So let's go ahead and dive into person A's energy. Gemini and Capricorns in love. Person A in this situation. Sagittarius energy and some scorpionic energy. So the scorpionic energy is number 8, energy of emptiness, moving on, no one's home. This person is definitely going through some cycle completions here in their life. It feels like they're going through adjustments. They may be going through endings, which they know are leading to new beginnings here. This is something that is emotional for them, you guys. So whether this is you or the person that you're dealing with, it definitely feels like they've got that deep emotional sense of change, the sense of ending, kind of moving into a new beginning. This may be something hard that they have a hard time letting go of or adjusting to or kind of ending, because scorpionic energy is fixed energy. It definitely feels like this could be dealing with home type situation here with person A, the energy of the crew, Sagittarius energy, number 3. It talks about things kind of being in sync, partnerships, team effort, leadership, co-create together as a unit. They may be going through some sort of ending in a partnership or an ending in some sort of situation here that they've been dealing with, you guys. Show us person B. Gemini and Capricorn energies in love, June 2025. We have the train. Yeah, so it feels like person B is also kind of on their own path. This is actually Geminian energy. It feels like they're going with the flow, though. It feels like they're on a new path, on a new direction. It feels like they may have already let go of what they've been dealing with. Here's double Geminian energy with the convertible, talking about many options, things kind of being free will, fluid, flexible. Person B is definitely a flexible individual. They're definitely... There's this lack of strictness. They're enjoying their life. There's a sense of freedom about them and kind of how they move. Both energies kind of represent a sense of movement, a sense of shift or change. And it's number 6 and number 7, right? We have the train and we also have the convertible here. So I really, really like this energy. I feel like there's this freedom. There's this freedom that person B has about themselves. And I feel like maybe they have recently gone through destroyed narratives about their past. They have gained a lot of wisdom and a lot of knowledge on a spiritual level here, as well as a mental, emotional level that is really kind of changing the way they move. Person B may be dealing with the loss of relationship or some sort of connection here. Thoughts, feelings, and intentions, person A towards person B. You guys are definitely picking up on each other in the spiritual realm. There definitely are the sense of dreams, the sense of, a lot of thoughts. I think about you when I rest, when I close my eyes. You're always in my thoughts, you're always in my dreams. I kind of have these strong sense of imagination as well. The Four of Swords and the High Priestess energy together, definitely very dreamy like energy. I definitely feel like there is communication in the higher realm, in the higher space, trying to bring clarity to someone or trying to bring clarity about what someone wants here. Definitely feeling each other in a spiritual kind of cosmic type of sense here. Seeing beyond the veil. The King of Cups. There definitely is an emotional shift that's happening here, person B or A towards person B. And it feels like there are these emotions that are going to lead to a sense of happiness, joy, pleasure. Both parties are very spiritual in nature, but this is also a sense of coming forward with passion and pride. But I feel like this is still very distant, very cosmic, and it may be happening again in the dream space, or this may also be happening just again on a very spiritual, meditative type of a level. There is shifts and changes that are coming in, but there may be a need to still really focus on releasing what needs to be released in order for this connection to still continue to flow forward. And this is person A I'm speaking of. Tell us about person B's thoughts, feelings, and intentions. Six of Pentacles. Person B is, I feel like, thinking about gifting person A something, giving them something. There's definitely a sense of passion and pleasure here that comes through. Yeah, person B is wanting to reach out. They're wanting to reach out. They have something they want to say. There's something that's on their mind. Maybe they want to talk about the future. Yeah, they want to talk about, what they've been thinking of, what they've been feeling, expanding kind of the horizon and expanding this relationship into something more, into something greater. I do feel like person B is, thinking about the future. They're thinking about more. They're thinking about, wanting more, having more, and they're just being this expansive energy between the two, and something that happens quite quickly. Definitely feel like person B is wanting to offer person A something here. Person B is definitely very adventurous. King of Wands energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. It is Leo energy focused. This person is definitely, they're good looking. I feel like they're very attractive conventionally, but also, both parties are attracted to one another. I feel like person A reaches out more in the spiritual realm, whereas person B is reaching out more in maybe the physical realm here. Tell us about the High Priestess energy here. Yeah, there's a lot of communication here in the spiritual realm, right? And it's there's a lot that's being said. There's a lot that's trying to be laid down, kind of on the table here, in hopes that you can hear me, in hopes that we are communicating back with one another. Page of Pentacles. Yeah. Something new has kind of changed person A's perspective here. Yeah, they feel like they want to come forward with some sort of offer or opportunity here, maybe wanting to offer something in the physical, especially with this ace of Pentacles. The Knight of Cups is, a loving gesture, coming forward very lovingly, very warm and affectionate. They're wanting to take a leap of faith here. They may not necessarily be very open to that, to communicating that, but they want to take a chance. They want to take a leap of faith. Yeah, I do feel like person A, emotionally feels like this is a connection that could lead to some sort of commitment or contractual energy, contractual agreement with each other, whether this be conventionally, spiritually, but creating some sort of established energy with one another. This is something that they think about a lot. I'm not quite sure if this person is going to physically come forward with this. Yeah, person B is a provider. They're willing to provide or wanting to provide some sort of lifestyle or provide some sort of energy towards person A. With the Queen of Swords and the Three of Swords, there may be something that they have to speak on, something that they have to clear the air about, and this could be past hurt, past pain, or what has hurt them in the past. Show us the King of Wands energy. Seven of Pentacles, the Fool, and the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, this person is wanting to invest. They're wanting to invest their time. They're wanting to invest their energy, their effort, and they're wanting to take a chance on person A, right? There's a need to want to take a chance on this situation. I feel like there is a lot that person B has been holding on to, and you know, they're ready to kind of share this sense of wealth and collective established energy with this other person. Person B is trying to figure out the details on how they're going to come forward, but it's going to be very unexpected in the way that it does come forward. I definitely would expect things to change. I definitely would expect things to start to come into alignment that you may have only felt in your dreams or felt in the meditative state. You have the energy of mystery. Yeah, divine timing, secret crush, and fear. Capricorns and Geminis, I'm going to leave this message here. Thank you all so much for joining me. I hope that you found it insightful and that it resonated in some way. If it did or if it does, smash those like buttons, leave your comments down below. Don't forget to make sure you are subscribed. And of course, I will speak to you in the next one.